Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Brady's Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, G.O.A.T Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They try again with Lewis. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down following the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now it's Rodgers. A swing pass caught. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Osweiler's Broncos going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down, Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding the lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Lee's got it over the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. Bortles going to go on 4th down. It's complete to Grant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Down throw, Simeon. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing here. Lynch on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 54 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And his kick is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They begin with a run by Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. It's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, 46 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Fournette. They juked him, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 14 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Lynch. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll indeed go for it with Lynch. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, that's Henderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Second half starts with a run by Jamal Charles. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Bortles.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Jags are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, 30 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken short. Oh, fighting off the defender. And Denver getting set to take the field. Play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. Hey, go down. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. No. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run with Henderson. And now running right through it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Detroit's in now, Barney.
Toss play. This is Anderson. Anderson loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty, Anderson. And an alley. C.J. Anderson, the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 55 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Lynch. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Bortles now on 1st down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. How did he stay on his feet? And all the way down to the 37. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 46 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting through. And some space here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. From From the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Cody Latimer now on the return. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Play action. It's Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing, Lynch. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On first down, Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw, it's Bortles. Fights loose. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off. It takes it to the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, Jamal Charles. "34 yards there and a first down." We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. On first down, it's Charles again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
No. Check. Patriots. Detroit. Hurry up.
Now Anderson. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. That good for 19 and a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They run again on first down. Anderson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Lynch going to give to Charles. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.